One of the major questions following Revenge of the Sith was how exactly Palpatine was able to easily dispatch 3 of the 4 Jedi Masters who confronted the Supreme Chancellor in his office, attempting to arrest him. This topic has been discussed at length by other Star Wars channels, but I certainly have my own ideas and interpretations, so let me know down in the comments section below if you'd be interested in that video. However, as part of the confrontation between Palpatine and the 4 Jedi Masters as seen in Revenge of the Sith, I believe that we can learn a significant amount about the ultimate duel that erupted between the Sith Lord and the Jedi from what Palpatine did immediately before the Jedi entered his office. In this video expose, I will explain what Palpatine did immediately before his confrontation with Mace, Kit Fisto, Agent Kolar, and Saesee Tiin. I'll also describe how the Sith Lord's actions demonstrate that he was perfectly aware of what was going to happen, and how things were lining up with his own desires and machinations for Anakin. As the Revenge of the Sith novelization makes clear, Palpatine was a cauldron of dark side energy just prior to his being confronted by the Jedi in his office. Referred to numerous times as a shadow of darkness, the novel describes him as a deep, dark, formless, and impenetrable abyss that was powerful enough to spread out to not just his office, or the city, or even the planet of Coruscant, but to the galaxy at large. This is a great association with Dooku as seen earlier in the novelization, as Palpatine's apprentice desperately tried to gather the Force and summon power from throughout the universe to assist in his duel against Anakin and Obi-Wan. We see that by the time of Palpatine's duel with the 4 Jedi, he was already brimming with dark side energy that was radiating throughout the galaxy. Not only does this give us an idea of how powerful in the dark side Palpatine was just before the forthcoming duel, but there was another benefit to the Shadow's darkness spreading throughout the galaxy. Having become the darkness, Palpatine could perceive everything that it touched upon Coruscant. Showing just how prepared Palpatine was for his duel with the 4 Jedi Masters, the Sith Lord could feel the Jedi approaching his office by air. And for Palpatine, this was exactly as he wanted it, as he recognized not only that there was 4 Jedi approaching, but that they were filled with grim determination, something Palpatine saw as quote, good. Clearly then, Palpatine welcomed the Jedi who were approaching him, and we get a good sense that everything was unfolding as he had foreseen. This is even clearer when one recognizes that he not only perceived the approaching Jedi prior to the confrontation, but Anakin as well, and more specifically, the palpable anguish felt by the young Jedi. Therefore, in having reached out through the darkness, Palpatine knew 3 things clearly. First, there were 4 Jedi Masters approaching his office. Second, Anakin was in anguish and was struggling with a decision. And third, all of this was good and exactly as the Sith Lord desired. As the novelization states that Palpatine waited, this was mainly done for the benefit of Anakin, and demonstrates quite clearly that Palpatine had total control over the situation. The boy's anguish and the approaching Jedi Masters coming to confront him would soon give him the opportunity to turn Anakin to the dark side. Finally, having sensed the Jedi shuttle landing just outside his office, Palpatine then fully prepared himself for the coming duel that he knew was unavoidable. Using the Force, he reached out to sense his lightsaber that was hidden within an uranium sculpture in his office, where it was impervious to any type of sensors, and waited for exactly this moment for decades. As Palpatine sensed the Jedi Masters walking through the halls towards him, he ignited the lightsaber's crimson blade, and the weapon was able to free itself from the sculpture and deactivate as it slid within the sleeve of Palpatine's robes. When the 4 Jedi finally emerged and entered his office, Palpatine was fully prepared for the coming confrontation, brimming with dark side energy and confident that Anakin would soon be joining them, and ultimately, the Sith. So there we have it, what Palpatine did immediately before his confrontation with 4 Jedi Masters in Revenge of the Sith. We love making these videos, so why not subscribe for more fun Star Wars theories and discussions? Also, if you enjoyed the video, think about giving a like or leaving a comment. Or perhaps follow us on Twitter at SW Reading Club for updates regarding the channel. Or support the channel through Patreon for access to exclusive hangouts and book discussions. If not for me, for Sistros.